So let's talk about funded trading challenges. They're this incredible gateway to serious capital, but let's be honest, they're also a total graveyard for accounts. So many traders blow up because of impulsive decisions. The pressure is just insane, and most people charge in with completely the wrong game plan. So we're going to break down how to stop treating it like a lottery ticket and start treating it like a proper tactical operation.
I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You get the account and you immediately start swinging for the fences, risking like 2% a trade, trying to pass the whole thing in just a few days. We've all felt that pull, right? That desire to just get it done now. But here's the thing. That one impulse, that go big or go home mindset, it's literally financial suicide. It's the #1 reason traders fail before they even get a real shot. You're trying to sprint a marathon and it just never works.
But, okay, here's the good news. The solution isn't about being some kind of trading genius. It's actually way simpler than that. It's about having a solid plan. You know, Warren Buffett put it perfectly. An idiot with a plan can beat a genius without a plan. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. Your plan is the framework, it's the armor that protects you from your own worst enemy, your emotions, when the pressure really starts to build.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at that common mistake. Then we'll get into the right tactical mindset. And after that, we're going to break down the whole operation into 3 phases. Phase 1 is about building a buffer. Phase 2 is the steady grind. And Phase 3 is all about securing the target. Okay, first things first, we need a major mindset shift. This is really the most critical part. You've got to stop thinking like a gambler looking for a quick score and start acting like a strategic operator on a mission. A trading challenge isn't a single battle. It's a whole campaign. Your job is to survive, to adapt, and to execute your plan over the long haul. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
So, here's the entire operation laid out in 3 phases. Take a look. You've got Phase 1, the build buffer phase, with super low risk. Then Phase 2, the steady grind, where risk goes up. And finally Phase 3, where you pull back on risk to secure the target. See how the risk level changes? It's not random. It's a calculated, adaptive plan that changes based on the mission. Let's dive into Phase 1.
All right, let's get into the details of Phase 1, building a buffer. The mission here is not what you think. It's not about winning. It's about not losing. This first part of the challenge is all about playing defense and creating some breathing room.
So here's exactly what you do. Step 1, you immediately drop your risk way down to an ultra-conservative 0.25% per trade. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's going to feel painfully slow. But listen, the goal here isn't to make a ton of money. The goal is just to slowly float the account up, maybe 1 or 2% into the green. You're literally just buying yourself a safety net, a little bit of breathing room, so you're not constantly hovering near that daily drawdown limit.
And that leads to the most important point of this phase. Your only goal is defense. That's it. You are not trying to win the game right now. You're not trying to throw a touchdown pass. You're just trying not to lose. It's all about avoiding mistakes, gaining a little ground, and building that cushion. Trust me, that buffer is going to feel like $1 million later in the challenge.
Okay, so you've built your buffer, you've got that 1 or 2% cushion. Now and only now do you get to switch gears. Welcome to Phase 2, the steady grind. This is where we move from playing defense to a more calculated offense and let our actual trading strategy do the real work.
And you can see the shift right here. We're going from that tiny 0.25% risk in Phase 1 and restoring our normal back-tested risk, whatever that is for you, maybe 0.5%, maybe 1%. The goal is no longer just to build a buffer. The goal now is to let the math, the pure statistics of your trading edge, carry you most of the way, like 80% of the way, to that final profit target. So what's the magic behind this phase? It's a concept called Tharp expectancy. It sounds complicated, but it's not. It just answers a simple question. For every single dollar you risk with your strategy, what's your expected return over the long run? If you have a strategy with a positive expectancy, and you should know if you do, then over a large number of trades, the math is literally on your side. This phase is all about trusting that math, trusting your system, and not getting swayed by your emotions on any single trade.
Okay, fast forward. You've played great defense, you've let your system do the heavy lifting, and now you can see the finish line. You're so close. Welcome to Phase 3, securing the target. And believe it or not, this is, without a doubt, the most psychologically dangerous part of the whole challenge.
Think about it. You're less than 1% away from passing. That's it. And at that moment, something just flips in your brain. greed kicks in. That little voice starts telling you, hey, just take one more big trade. Let's just get this over with. And that single temptation, that one moment of impatience, is how weeks and weeks of incredible work get completely destroyed in a matter of minutes.
So here's the final protocol. This is non-negotiable. You have to fight that impulse. You do not get greedy. You do not ruin all your hard work. Instead of getting aggressive, you do the opposite. You slash your risk size in half again. The mission changes. You're not trying to run anymore. You're just going to tiptoe safely across that finish line. It's all about protecting what you've built.
And really, this whole idea is summed up perfectly by the legendary trader Paul Tudor Jones. He said, "The most important rule of trading is to play great defense, not great offense." And that's it, right there. That's the core of this entire tactical approach. Winning these challenges isn't about how much you can make. It's about how well you protect what you have.
So, I'll leave you with this question. You have a trading strategy, right? You have your entries, your exits, but do you have a tactical plan? Because the strategy is just one piece of the puzzle. The tactical plan is how you actually use that strategy under pressure over time to hit a very specific goal. It's the difference between just having a tool and actually knowing how to build the entire house.